Okay, awesome. Well, welcome everybody to our team call today. Christy is a little bit under the weather, and so she asked if I would take over on our team training today, which I'm excited to do. It's been a little while since I've done any team training, so it was a good opportunity for me to kind of share a little bit and hopefully get to know some of you guys a little bit better. So just a quick overview for those of you, I know several of you, but Angie and is it Gina? Is that how you say it? Okay, Gina. Yeah, I don't think I know either of you super well. So I'm Krystalyn Kay. I'm a level 5 to Christy. I've been with Plexus for 5 years. I'm a senior Ruby on her team, and I am on Tiffany Adams' team. So it goes Christy, Deanna, Debbie, Tiffany, and then me. So I'm excited to share a little bit. I wanted to mention that the Leaders Retreat contest is coming up. I have earned Leaders Retreat basically every year that they have had it, with the exception of last year. I didn't really work for it because I had a baby, but that is going to be coming up here starting soon, and it's going to be really awesome, really fun. It's going to be a fun opportunity, and it will be the first part of November of this year. So it's something super fun to work toward, to be able to kind of go on a fun vacation right before Thanksgiving. So, okay. All right. So I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about, Christy kind of mentioned what you guys had gone over last week. And I wanted to talk about helping your new VIPs or your current VIP/ambassadors share. I think this is the thing that a lot of people really struggle with. And I think the biggest part of it is the fear and the mindset of actually asking people to share about stuff. I know that was a huge thing for me in the beginning. I was really good about recruiting and getting people signed up and getting them started on the products. But where I really struggled for a long time was talking with people and asking them to share, even before they even have their own health journey or health story. So to start off, just the mindset behind it. I know there is a lot of fear of what are people going to think about me if I'm asking them to share. And really what it comes down to is you don't know what their response is going to be. You don't know maybe what silent struggles they're dealing with. You don't know if that money or the community are going to be a huge blessing to them in addition to the products. Obviously, we all love the products. We know what the products can do for people. We know what they will do for people. But we don't know all of the other ins and outs of people's stories. So just asking the question and then taking yourself out of it. If they say no, just say no problem and move on. But if you've talked to them and say, hey, I'm wondering if you would maybe be willing to just give me a shout out on Facebook. That kind of takes a little bit of the accountability off of them, because a lot of people would be willing to say, oh yeah, well, I'll give you a shout out on Facebook because that doesn't really have much to do with me. I'm just saying, oh, I'm excited for this person. They've had these results and so on and so forth. So the first thing I always like to tell people is it starts with enrollment. So when you're enrolling someone, when you're starting your new VIP and you're kind of onboarding them and getting them added to the team page and kind of giving them their resources, their startup guides, and doing your weekly check-ins and follow-ups with them, I have made it a habit, and it's a non-negotiable for me now, that I mention the awesome referral bonus program for product users. So I've learned over the years that it has a lot to do with wording. If you mention kind of as a referral bonus program for product users, people kind of don't really associate that in their minds with I'm trying to sell something, because a lot of people are thinking, oh yeah, a bonus for referrals. That's not something that's going to take any accountability on my end. I'm just going to be referring people to you. So I will say, I'm signing up Beth, and I'll say, hey Beth, I'm so excited to get you going. Here is your startup guide for your triplex. Your product should be there in 3 to 4 days. I'll check in with you, make sure they get there okay, and then let's get you started. But in the meantime, my goal with Plexus is to help as many people on their health journey as possible. And that's really made that really is made possible, excuse me, by, referrals. And Plexus has a really, really generous referral bonus program for product users. And I can add, I can message these scripting things to you guys too afterwards if that's helpful. But they've got a really awesome referral bonus program for product users. Would you be willing to possibly just give me a shout out on Facebook? And then if anybody wants any information from the post, throw them in a three-way message with me and I will take it from there. So if they're realizing that they don't really have to do a lot, they might be more willing to share as well. So once I can get into a three-way message with someone, that's when I'll start asking questions and really making the conversation about that person, because you want to be a listener, not so much like a teller or a take control of the conversation. People want to talk about the things that are struggles for them and that are bothersome to them. It's kind of therapeutic for some people to be able to say, oh my gosh, yes, I have been dealing with migraines for years and my stomach hurts after I eat basically anything. And, I'm so exhausted by the afternoon, I just have to have a nap or I have to have my Monster Energy drink. And so that's when you can kind of sell them on the solution in your conversation and not so much on the products themselves. You're wanting to sell them on, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I have a solution to what you've been dealing with. And this is the solution. This is how we can get them to say, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm ready to go ahead and try this because I want the solution that these products are going to provide for me. So once you can get them to post on social media, like I said, if they say they don't want to right now, just say no problem. But that idea is planted in their mind so that maybe, 3 to 4 weeks down the road, when they're starting to maybe see some benefits of the products, that's when you can say, oh my gosh, that is so exciting. I know there are so many people that are dealing with the same struggles that you are. Would you maybe be willing to share a little bit of what has been helpful for you with these products? I'm happy to help you write a post. If I helped you write a post, would you be willing to share it on social media and tag me? If they say yes, great, run with it and have them post. If they say no, say, oh, no problem, not a problem, and just move on. But you're slowly planting those little seeds in their mind along the way that are going to help them eventually be willing to share something. Okay. So once you get them to post on social media, some people are going to explode and they're going to get a million comments on their post. Okay. And you're going to have some people that get a couple likes and they don't get any comments. So if and when that happens, that's when you're going to come back to them and say, that is completely normal. That happens all the time. People sometimes are just watching, but they're not really wanting to comment. So would you maybe be willing to go live and just share a little bit about your personal journey and about what's been going on, what you're experiencing, or maybe just about the struggles that you're dealing with, about your tummy struggles and your exhaustion and how you're excited to see what these products are going to do for you because you've seen what they've done for other people. If you can get them to do a live, great. If they don't want to do a live and they're not comfortable with that, that's totally fine. Say no problem, and move it to, would they be willing to let you come and host a party at their house? Would they be willing to let you come, bring some product samples, maybe bring a couple fun door prizes? And if you don't have the resources to do those, talk to your sponsor because they're always willing to help. There's plenty of people on our team that are willing to help with those different things. If they're willing to do a party, that's fantastic. If they're willing to do it in their home. If not, see if they're willing to host a 15-minute messenger event. If you don't know what that is, chat with one of us. We can get you the information on that. Or even just a little quick Zoom call, a 15-minute Zoom call. Anything that you can do to kind of help start expanding your network through those people that are trusting you to help them along their journey, that's where it's going to be key to be able to start actually growing exponentially and not just getting exhausted by continually recruiting people on your own, because you can only do so much on your own. So just kind of remember PLP. So post, live, party. This is a tried and true method. I promise you it will work if you're willing to ask the questions. If you can kind of get out of your own head and take yourself out of it, which is a lot easier said than done, and I do realize this, and just ask the questions, the results will follow. People are watching, people are curious, people need the products that we have. They need energy. They need the financial stability that the products and the business can provide. They need the community more than people realize. Plexus has such an incredible just family and community that so many people, especially now with a lot of people working from home and kind of being more isolated since COVID, that they need that group of community, that group of women that can uplift each other, that can help each other. So there's so many benefits of just being willing to ask the questions and being willing to help and do the work. It will be some work, but if you're willing to make that little bit of a sacrifice and take the time and help them and kind of handhold them along the way, once they catch the vision of what this business can do for them and how these products can bless lives, that's when they're going to start to take off and start to do things on their own, because you're going to show them how simple it is to do each of these little steps. So that's kind of what I have found has been beneficial for me, and kind of how myself and Tiffany and Debbie have actually grown our teams exponentially into the senior Ruby teams that we have now. It takes time. I usually tell people when you start to share, there's about a 90-day period where people will kind of watch to see if you're really serious about these products that you're taking. They're watching to see if they really are working for you. They're watching, but they're watching silently. Another thing that I always tell people that is so hard is make sure you're engaging with people on social media, commenting on their posts, sending them a quick message to tell them happy birthday, sending them a message to say, oh my gosh, your vacation to Florida looked so much fun. What was your favorite thing about the vacation? Anytime you can get more engagement with them, they're going to see more of what you're posting. Once I kind of have a little bit of a relationship with someone, or if it's someone that I already know, then that's when I'll maybe reach out to them and say, hey, I'm not sure if you've seen my post on social media about this awesome pink drink that I use, but it's helped me with X, Y, and Z. Would you possibly be interested in learning a little bit more or watching a short video if I sent it to you? A lot of the time you're going to get ignored and you're going to get some no's, but there are going to be people that are going to say, yeah, I'd be interested in learning a little bit more. I can't tell you how many people I have signed and have gotten started on a journey that had a health problem I didn't even know about. For instance, rheumatoid arthritis, that I would have never known needed help without me reaching out to them and asking the questions. So I'm not a huge advocate for just messaging someone you don't really know and asking them to, learn a little bit. But once you kind of get those relationships built, then that's when I feel comfortable kind of transitioning the conversation to, hey, would you be willing to just learn a little bit more about these products? And then really just trying to get them to talk and tell you kind of what you have been, or tell you what they've been dealing with. And then you can kind of, like I said, show them the solution to their problems that your products can offer and that your community can offer. So that's kind of a little bit of training that I wanted to share with you guys today. What questions do you guys have? Concerns, thoughts? If no one has any, that's great. I can add some of the scripting and stuff. I can just create a little group chat and send those to you guys if that would be helpful. Would you guys like some of that scripting? Okay, I can send some of that scripting. I'll make a group chat here in a few minutes and send that your guys' way. And then you guys want the links to maybe like the triplex video or the microbiome video, some of those. Okay, I've got those saved on my phone. I would recommend keeping those in a little folder on your phone just so you can kind of copy and paste them quickly and easily. It will save you a lot of time in the long run if you kind of have some of those, just so you can grab them so you're not having to go and look up the videos on Facebook every single time that you're trying to maybe share with someone. And then make sure you're a member of Pink Health. Are you guys all a member of Pink Health? Okay, no. Okay, so I'm gonna, I'll send a little link to the Pink Health page. That is a great resource. It's one of our team pages and it's full of testimonials, full of stories. So if you're talking to someone, maybe they said, yeah, they're interested in learning more and they're like, that's interesting. Yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of like sciatic pain and a lot of, migraines and things like that. Do you think it could help with this? And you say, oh my gosh, yes. One of my really good friends, so and so, just shared her story with that a few days ago. Let me grab it really quick and send it to you. And then you go to Pink Health, you search migraines, you copy and paste, and you send them that story. So they don't need to know that you don't know them personally, but stories sell more than products do. People want to be able to relate to what the products are doing and how they can help them, more than, oh, cool, she's got this drink that she says helps with her energy and her moods. They want to know, like, it's specifically going to help with X, Y, and Z that they have been dealing with. And when they can relate to a story that you can share with them, that's what's going to be huge for them. And that might be what finally brings them around to say, okay, yeah, I think I'm ready to try these and see what they can actually do for me. So I will do a group and get you guys added to Pink Health, and I can send you some scripting. So I've got Kate on here. Gina, what's your last name? Sorry. Oh,
Scott, S-C-O-T-T.
S-C-O-T-T. Okay. And then Angie, I can see your last name on there. Okay. And then Robin, what is your last name?
It's Beek, B-I-E-K.
B-I-E-K. Okay, perfect. I think that's everybody. And then just Debbie and Tiff, which I know they're already in Pink Health. Okay. So I will get that scripting out to you guys, and I will make sure you're all added to Pink Health. Anything else I can help you guys with? Any other questions? Anything like that?
Krystalyn, is it Pink Health or Help?
Health, H-E-A-L-T-H.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if nobody has any other questions, then have a great day, everybody. And I'm excited for you guys to get some people sharing on your teams. So have a good one, you guys. We'll see you later.
Thank you. It was helpful.
Uh-huh.
Thank
Yep,
you.
you're welcome. We'll see ya.